Yep, I got it. There's nothing I won't do. Whatever you are, just ask and I will do. Yeah, what up? We can get it in real fast. This morning, how we get our day started. I say I get it in the gym this morning. Do a little something different this morning. Okay. Just have a little conversation with the world as everybody getting their day started. I know everybody on different schedules, so I like to start by saying peace, 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 peace to everyone. I hope everybody having an amazing morning, amazing start to your day, or if your day has ended, peace. But I'm gonna come to you where I'm getting these couple miles in real fast and just like have a quick conversation with you, see how everybody doing. Hope everybody doing good. Everybody doing amazing. We're gonna talk about blood flow this morning and understanding your body and giving it the right nutrients. I always try to tell people that there's no reason for any adult, male or female, to be out of physical shape, and that's mentally and spiritually. But right now, we're just talking about the physical aspect, and there's no reason for any man or any woman to be physically unfit. And if you say it is a reason, I would like to hear the excuses today so we can eliminate all the BS excuses. Because there's a plethora of excuses that the average adult will give you why they proportionately out of shape. So that's what we're talking about this morning. Why adults, especially, and I'm talking to my men, why are our men out of physically shape? And that can be a young man, a middle-aged man, or an elder. Why are you out of shape? And why your stomach hang all the way down? And why are your ankles swollen? It got to be a reason. So let's deal with these situations so we can overcome. A lot of people don't even know. A lot of brothers don't even have the answer to these questions. But I leave it open for discussion, especially with my men. Why are we physically out of shape? I ask that. Why don't we have our families as clients and we work out with them and we try to get them in the best shape possible, especially couples? I ask these things to my brothers that may be physically out of shape. Were you physically out of shape? That has to do with the blood not flowing. Or I use the analogy of water. That's gonna domino affect everything. That's gonna affect everything in your life. So I always ask my brothers with these big old stomachs, why are we out of shape? Why do we put more time overcompensating on the outward instead of putting that same energy And instead of putting that same effort into eternalization, being the best you. Because you can buy so many clothing, you can buy all the things to make you look a certain way on the outside. But I always ask my men, that's my age and even younger, tell me the reason why you out of shape. Tell me the reason why you have high blood pressure and diabetes. Tell me the reason why your physical stature is depleted. And it's a reason why. They're going to tell you everything. You can look at what a lot of our people eat. Steady killing yourself. I call it suicide. So when I come around a lot of my friends and they see me in a certain stature, the dedication that I take in my life, like I love food, I love different things, but I love myself. And I love eating healthy, and I love working out, and I love meditating, I love contemplating. I love all these things. So I ask my brothers and sisters when I come around why my vibration is a little different than theirs. It's because of what I do every day. Why I'm not excited to do a lot of the things that a lot of my friends do. Because I'm just operating and I'm continually growing. And so when you take care of yourself inside and outside, I ask all men, why aren't you in shape? Especially grown men that say they bosses, especially a lot of my friends. Why is your stomach super big? Why do you have high blood pressure? Why do you have diabetes? Why are your ankles and stuff swollen? You don't know why? I give all these questions to my brothers to diagnose themselves. You're going to see a lot of our men today overcompensating. A lot of men that's my age, they overcompensate with a lot of outward things. I'll give you an analogy. Like a lot of middle-aged men, they cover themselves up with clothing. They try to wear designer, or everything have to be this and that and the other, because the outer image, what you're trying to portray, is not who you are inside. Most of these individuals hate who they are inside. I'm telling you, you're gonna see them always complaining about work, complaining about their job, complaining about their situations, instead of doing some positive things to change your makeup of what you think about not only yourself, but with everything that's around you. So when we're talking about being in good shape, when we talk about dedicating your life to your physical fitness, you're not gonna have time to be a pointer. You're not gonna have time to be pointing. You're not even gonna want to be around certain people anymore. Why? Because their energy, the things that they talk about, the things that they do, the people that they be around, as you grow, as you start to master yourself, the things that you used to do, you're not going to want to do it no more. And if you have friends that you grew up with, I'm telling you, as you grow to that God essence, those friends are going to disappear. And when I say that, I don't say it in disrespect. I say it in the growth aspect, because a lot of our friends are living a second childhood, still doing some of the same things that we done in our 20s. And some of us down there pushing 50. So some of us still doing some of the things that we were doing at 20, like getting dressed up at the mannequin, going to the club, staying out all night, do it again the next day, get up, eat bad, all that. And then you're not sweating, you're not working out. So your body is atrophied. Your body is retaining certain things. Certain things is not happening. It's not happening to help you release certain things. Why? Because the body is not operating on its functions. And you're used to putting artificial or genetically modified organisms in your vessel that you think is fuel, but it's really waste. And I try to share this with a lot of brothers and sisters. No way in your stomach, any man that's younger than me or my age, especially if you're my friend, I'll be trying to help my brothers. If your stomach is so big, you're not healthy. If you have to get your shirts a certain size bigger to cover your gut, it's something wrong. I mean, I don't even understand this with my brothers. That's why a lot of men that's obese, I can't listen to no one that's out of shape trying to give me some advice. Because the first thing I'm gonna look at is your vessel. You trying to give advice when they talk about, well, don't look at the messenger, look at the message. No, you trying to tell someone how to live and your vessel is polluted. It's hard for me to listen to a man and a woman and you out of shape and you an adult and you don't have no missing extremities. You're not disabled at all. You have all your extremities. You have 10 fingers, 10 toes. Everything is working. And then you try to be a leader or tell young men and women about health and wealth and education, and you're not in this shape. You don't have an education. That's what I tell people, man. We got to stop putting our faith in other people and build ourselves up and build our community and be a conglomerate. This is what I tell all men. A lot of my friends are not going to be here in the next short year or two. And this is just the reality of not taking care of our life. This is just reality. Everybody don't die from gunshots or violence. A lot of men die today is because of what we eat and what we're drinking. And a lot of my friends are not going to be here in these short few years. It's going to be some things that's going to happen in a short amount of years due to the lives that we having. A lot of men's bodies is going to break down. And then you're going to start using all this medicine. And then you're going to be dependent on all these things. And you think that medicine is going to heal you while you eat bad. I tried to tell my homie, what do he think a diet drink is going to do for him? You might as well get the regular drink. I tell people these things. We're tricking ourselves. How? By with the food that we eating and we drinking, and we're steadily killing ourselves. And I'm talking to my brothers, and I'm telling them, I'm seeing this. I'm seeing this all day. You got to do something for yourself every single day. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. When you change your relationship with food and things, you will start making smoothies, vegetable smoothies, and fruit smoothies. You will change what you eat. You will start eating one meal a day. But I ask all my brothers, if you're not disabled or have anything wrong with you, you should not be out of shape. And I ask all my friends, what reason is it for you being out of shape? What reason is it for any male or for any female that's an adult to be out of shape? To not look the same that you were when you were so-called in high school or so-called in college, when you were doing this and that and the other. Watch everybody gonna say, well, I'm married or I got kids. That still ain't no excuse. Because I can get those same people that say they married and got kids and doing exactly what we're talking about. Why? Because they married and they got kids and they want to be on a certain standard for their mate. That's why I say, I asked the Empress, will she still be in love with her king or her noble if he got big and fat? And if you married him and got him in shape? Some say, yeah, it'll be difficult. Some say, man, that'll be very difficult because why would you let yourself go? And I said, yep. I said, I agree. And so that's where I throw this back to all my men and all my women and all my family. For my friends, why are you out of shape? Especially a man. Why you got a big old stomach? They can't even answer, oh, I'm married or I work. So what? You're killing yourself. They don't want to hear this. No man should be obese. No man should have no big old stomach. No man. None. So if you do have a big old gut, there's something wrong mentally because you think that's okay. And I ask these men, what if your wife got big and fat? Would you want her to love you? If you got all big, like a lot of my friends are, with these big stomachs and they're just eating, they'll fall asleep. and then they still think they popping. What if your woman got big like you? Would you love her? Would you respect her? A lot of men would be all on some old crazy stuff. Oh, she got fat. Look at her. Oh, man. Remember, look at the picture when I married her. She was this size. Now look at her. Well, you can do the same thing for men. When you look at men when they got married, or when they was in college, you were like, this how you look. And now they big looking like Jabba the Hutt. But you overcompensate with clothes. So then I ask these men, why are you not in shape? They start making up a whole bunch of excuses. But if you was locked up, you would be in the gym, you would be working out, you would be with a brotherhood. But you free in the world, and you totally out of shape, and you big and fat, and you overcompensate with clothes. What's the excuse, brothers? There's no excuse. That's why I say some of our friends we can't go to war with when the trumpet sounds. Why? Because they're not even in the physical shape, mentally or spiritually, to do any work. They don't support nothing, they don't do nothing, so a lot of time and a lot of your energy can be focused on those individuals that's not ready for nothing. I'm telling you, I know a lot of men get up in the morning, the first thing they do is eat a bad breakfast. The first thing you get up, you should drink some warm temperature water, work out, meditate, contemplate, get your blood flowing. Do a nice little cardio, do strength training, and you out the door. You do this every day. You can do it at night too before you go to bed. But most people try to do it on the weekend. I'm gonna do this on the weekend, once or twice a week. It's not doing you no good. Because when most men or women think they're hungry, you're really dehydrated. That's why I tell people, you fill your body up with the right liquids. When it's time to eat solids, your stomach is already has something in it. So you don't want to get full off food per se. I ask all my men, why are you out of shape? And if your wife got big and fat, would you love her? If your husband got big and fat when you met him, would you still be in love? Would you still be sexually attracted to your mate if when you met them they was in great shape and a couple years down the line they just get big and fat, eat snacks, sit on the couch all day, don't work out with the family or nothing, you're gonna love them the same way? And say if you go work out, say if you dedicate yourself to being healthy, to looking the best for your mate, looking the best for yourself. When you put on your clothes, you love yourself. You don't have to have expensive clothes. What about that? That's not important for relationships? Because I know people to get in shape or lose weight to put on a dress or to go on a trip. But your life is not important to say, hey man, I'm gonna do this continuously because I want to be the best vessel while I'm living in this shell. So I want to be the best manager of this vessel. Because I don't own this vessel, I'm just the manager of it. So if I'm the manager of anything, if you're the manager of something, and you take that identity of your body being a vessel, and you're the manager of that vessel, I want that vessel, if somebody else driving it, to be great. So I'm going to take care of my vessel because it's the only one I have, and it's mine. Think about this stuff. Like when you be having these so-called leaders and these so-called teachers and they big as hell trying to tell you wisdom or tell you how to think and act, like it's hard for me to listen to that. It's a gimmick because what's so special about you that your image, that your presentation is out of proportion. That shows me that you're not taking time for self. That shows me that you're talking about it and you're a pointer. You're not a person that's doing what you're saying. Why? Because look at your image, look at your body. So I ask all my men and women, why are you not in good physical shape? They can't even tell you. But what they'll start doing is making so many excuses of why you're not in shape. You hear it all day. So we'll go take a pill. And I say, it's your lifestyle. It's what you're not doing. But you'll go take a pill for high blood pressure, and all you have to do is change what you eat and work out and drink different fluids. But you would take a pill, or high blood pressure, Oh, I'm a diabetic. You'll keep eating diabetic pills, chewing them up like candy because you choose to eat poison. You choose to eat poison. And so that's why most of our kids are diabetes and high blood pressure and out of shape. And I ask my brothers and sisters that's not disabled, why are you out of shape? They're gonna start giving you so many reasons. And that's why relationships, that's why our men don't do nothing. Because they out of shape. I use the analogy of ADHD. When you're dealing with men with these big old stupid stomachs and trying to tell somebody how to live. Or they always talk about when they used to do something. What about today? And if your stomach is that big now, what do you think is gonna happen 5 years down the line? 10 years down the line, as we get in the elder state, your body gonna break down, and a lot of men gonna be messed up. Especially all my friends that's right now with these big guts, and they overcompensate with expensive clothes or going out. What do you think is gonna happen when you already got a stomach like Humpty Dumpty? What do you think that is? That's poison in that gut. Your stomach is polluted. If your ankle swole, you're retaining water. And then you chew diabetic pills and then go eat crazy and drink a diet soda. My brothers be killing themselves. My brothers be killing themselves. If you got a brother, an uncle, a cousin, a friend, a niece, and her stomach is big as hell and she don't have no missing ailments, what's the problem? They lazy. They killing themselves. High blood pressure, diabetes, all come from what you pushing down your throat. And we don't even talk about this. There's no reason for no man or no woman to have no big ass stomach. No reason at all. Unless you're not doing nothing. No reason. And then you have to see how these individuals eat. When you see how these individuals eat, then you will know. When you see how these individuals work out, then you will know. Nothing is osmosis when you can look at a vessel and the person say, oh, I work out, I eat right, and they big as hell. You know they lying. And if you do work out, and if you are been eating healthy like you say, and you haven't lost no weight, and you've been doing this for years, then clearly something you're doing is wrong, and you need to get with somebody that you know is doing is right. But once again, our ego be destroying us for a lack of knowledge, because there's no reason, once again, for no adult to have no big old stomach, man or female, and you say you work out every day. Something you're doing wrong. It's something that you're doing wrong. Because I know a lot of empresses, I ask them, if your noble get big and fat, would you still love them the same? Well, I don't know. Well, when you say I don't know, that's a gray area. If you say yeah, then okay. But that's different because that's not the individual that you went into a union with. It's just like me. If I just said, forget it, I'm just gonna sit on my ass and do nothing and get big and fat, why should my empress still feel the same way about me? I'm lazy. If they didn't get with you in that essence, why years down the line you got to be big and fat? Tell me why. And people be upset when I say these things. Are you fat shaming people? Never said that. I said if you look at yourself and you don't have any ailments, you don't have any medical reasons why you just big as hell, you have let yourself go. And that is not you. And that, to me, that's a form of laziness. You're not the same person that you was. And I told my empress, if I got big and fat and I become 3 sizes than what I am now, that's a form of laziness. I've given up on something. It's something mental that's destroyed me. And that's what I tell my men when I see them. I say, dude, I see why you operate like that. Why? Because you out of shape. I understand why a lot of men have erectile dysfunction. They're blaming on them not being attracted to their wives or whatever no more. And then your wife will get in shape. And then you say, well, then now what? You depleted. It's your life. I'm telling you, I know a lot of men my age that has ED. And they ain't even hit the elder stage in their 80s or 70s. No, we talk about right now. Right now, today, it's a lot of men that overcompensate and that's upset because their stomach is too big, they're out of shape, and things are just not working how they used to. Now, all these things can be reversed if you understand, because a lot of things become mental if you're at a certain age where things are supposed to be happening, unless you have some medical emergency. But I tell these men, they don't want to hear it. And when you get into your elder state, you're supposed to be refining yourself. Why? Because you have time. But see, a lot of men be chasing things. They chasing money. They chasing booty. They chasing so many outer things to where you look at yourself. You ain't did nothing for yourself. You did everything for the outside to make people think something about you. Like, I know people make way more money than me. I got homeboys that make way more money than me. Got bigger houses than me. They miserable. I know this for a fact. My empress have cousins and things that may make way more money than her. Have more little, things. I call it pageantry. I bet you they ain't happy as my empress, because things not gonna give you joy. They are just things. I'll give you the analogy of having toys. A kid can have toys, but as soon as you go to the store, you see a better toy. And so you have a whole bunch of toys. That don't give me joy. Life gives me joy. Living gives me joy. This gives me joy. Teaching my brothers and sisters, and when I touch somebody's life, that gives me joy. When I get these young men and these young women, or these middle-aged women and men, and I show them that they can work out and I change their life. I show them how to eat right, live right, sleep right, meditate right. Their life change. So a lot of brothers that I'm around, all my muftis, their life change. Physically, mentally, spiritually, and financially. And the ones that was lazy, that made excuses, they just not with us no more. And that's okay. Could they ever come back? Absolutely, because that's between them and God. No man, no woman, no principality can come against me and do anything, because I see it coming. But I will give you everything you want. And I'll let you hang yourself when you think you can beat somebody and don't understand the shoes that they wear. And you think it's just a game. It takes a lot to be in great shape. Just like it takes a lot to be out of shape. I tell everyone to pick your struggle. A lot of people lazy, so they'll pick the struggle of what? Just putting on clothes. Just covering themselves up. Tell these men to take their shirt off. They'll never take their shirt off. They be embarrassed. They'll be at the beaches with a shirt on, all dressed up. Because it's all about outer appearance. Any man that's not missing extremities, and you got a big stomach, that means you lazy. That means you lazy with all your discipline. Tell me I'm lying. Unless you have a medical emergency, which most men don't. It's just the laziness. It's just how we eat. And then the first thing these men do is say, oh, they go to work. And I remember when I used to work 3 jobs. I used to work 3 jobs. I used to be busy all day, every day, 7 days a week. Ask my empress. I still made time to minister. I still made time to work out. I still made time to deal with my empress. I still made time to do all my community service. All that. And I had time for myself to do the things that I love. You see? So, just like right now, when I tell people about schedules, make your schedule. Everybody's schedule is different. So in your schedule, it should be the time for you working out, meditating, contemplating, connected to your brotherhood or your sisterhood or brotherhood and sisterhood all in one for these things to happen. I'm telling you, man. That's what our culture became, disconnected. I be knowing people that be having all this workout equipment in their home, and they use their stuff like coat hangers and things. I'm just being honest. That's why a lot of my friends and family, they're not gonna be here in the next couple of years. You just not. You know, I go around family, they like, oh man, what you take? And I say, man, I don't take nothing. You see my life. I use social media to show my life, to show people the discipline. It's the commitment. It's the communication, and it's the consistency that's going to get you results. There's no magic pill that's going to get you any results. It's only consistency, communication, and commitment. that's going to get you results. Commitment to eating clean, commitment to your workout, commitment to your meditation, commitment to everything that you say you love. Once that change, it's over. Just like a lot of my friends that take the time to read and study. And I show them, I say, man, just reading and studying and contemplating and meditating is going to help you in so many other aspects of your life. When you read and investigate things, then you start implementing these things in your life. But the average brother, they don't read anything. They like to look at pictures. And so the analogy still is the same. If you want to hide something from a NBC, you put it in a book. And then application and applying, we don't do things in groups anymore. If I was your kid teacher in college, everything would be done in groups, because that's how you learn today. You would take your tests in groups, quizzes in groups, but if you don't have your notes, you take it by yourself, because it takes this whole body to be successful. So say if your kid was taking one of my college courses, you know, I would let them take their tests in groups if they had their notes. You got to understand the reason why I do these things in this fashion. It's a reason for these methods. And then when I talk about physical fitness and working out, which is numero uno in my book, meditating, working out, getting your mind right, all that stuff goes hand in hand. They're like products of each other. I'm telling you, man, you can ask any woman that work out, any man that work out. I bet you they say they feel great after they work out. I guarantee you. I bet you they say it helps them think. I bet you they say it clears everything out. I tell men, when you mad and when you frustrated, go work out. Go walk. Count to 100. If 100 ain't enough, count to 1,000. These are keys. I'm giving people and brothers and sisters simple methods. It's the simplicity of life. It's the simplicity of using the tools to bring out the best you. When you know how to bring the tools that you have internally to bring out the best you, it's like repetition. It's like when Shaq get the ball in the post, he know he might hit you with a drop step and he banging. It's the same thing when you have the tools to what? Perfect self. Our body is a well-functioning machine. Once we know that and we put the things in us and we use the tools to help the body heal, we become a well-tuned vessel. I talk about a certain behavior, take a negative turn to a positive, like when people talk about narcissistic behavior, and they always come with a negative connotation of narcissistic behavior. But as a map and a guide, as an energy source, I show you how to take that energy and change it to a positive. Because the same energy that we take to sit on our rusty dusty and complain and eat bad is the same energy that it takes to do good. And I hope we really understand that. When I ask brothers and sisters, I say you must take care of your physical temple. You must take care of your physical temple at all times. Regardless if no one want to do it with you, you must do it on your own. And if you have a mate, you must make your mate enjoy this and your children. Then it becomes family time. I'm telling y'all, man, the difference of a well-tuned machine, which is your body. When you get into the elder state, you'll still be able to function because your stomach is not overcompensating everything else. Because your stomach is not overcompensating everything else, brothers. Because your stomach should not be sitting out like that. Any man that has his extremities, that has a big stomach, something wrong with you inside. You can sit up here and say you healthy all you want to, you lying. You are retaining water and blood in your gut. And then it's gonna go down to your legs. Then it's gonna go to your eyes. then you're going to be addicted to sugar. I know this all day. Most men are addicted to sugar. Look, just like condiments. When you are diabetic, those condiments that you're putting on your food, like ketchup, mustard, rat sauce, all that, it has sugar. It has sugar in it. Hell, just like cigarettes. It has nicotine and sugar. What are you addicted to in cigarettes? The nicotine and the sugar. I'm telling you what I know. You ask any health professional, they're gonna be like, this brother know that because he do this in real life. So if I do this in real life, and I'm down there just as old as you or older, and I'm in a particular fashion, and I can run 10 miles a day, I can bench press 250, I can do all that, I can take my shirt off and be confident and be comfortable. That means I have something that I can share with my brothers and sisters. That means this man that's talking has something, because I'm a walking testimony of what I'm talking. I'm not a pointer. I keep telling people, I'm not a pointer. I don't point. I'm the vessel. I'm getting ready to be 48 in January. I know people half my age is depleted, and they can just talk. When I was this. Okay, but you're not that anymore. So how do you keep these things consistent? How do you keep things going and flowing? How do you keep the water flowing? By being consistent, by communicating, consistency, commitment. Motivation is cliche. You don't need motivation when you are your own motivation. You just need to be committed, communicate. You just need to be consistent. That's it. And you need to have your brotherhood. So when it comes to being in perfect shape, as a man or a woman that's an adult, there's no excuses. There's no excuses. I got what, 20 more minutes and I'm out of here. And this life is very simple. But I tell us, that's why a lot of men, you can't be focused. I know men that have like young sons, and I say that the Creator, at this stage of my life, anointing me with a son or even a daughter at this stage of my life, we working out every day, we training, we doing this every day. You're gonna be the best vessel. You studying who you are. You wearing your national headdress, your turban, all that. Why? Because I'm gonna raise a child up to be exactly who they want to be and exactly what the Creator created them to be. That's why. So when I speak upon these things and I see people that have children and wives and they totally out of shape, or their wife might be in shape, I see this a lot. No disrespect to my men. I see a lot of men, their wives be in great shape and they be looking like Larry Holmes, flabby and sick, but their wife be loving their big butts. But after a while, these men be jealous. Why? Because the women are around people that look like them. They're around men that look like them in shape. And then when you come around, you big and fat, you out of shape. So you're intimidated. How? Not only from the women, but the men too. Because you're looking in the mirror at yourself. And then you're looking at your woman, and you're like, why the hell does she like me? Why the hell does she want me? Why? Because she's dedicated and committed to something. It's other men that's dedicated and committed to something that can be just as successful as you. Then the mind start to wonder, why she like me? And all these men here in shape like her. As you give yourself away, and then you start thinking about things. That's another aspect of this lower mentality of men too. We won't get our asses in shape. I ask these men this all day. I said, you ain't the same person in high school, sir. I'm sorry. I tell people this all day, especially out of my friends, like, dude, no disrespect to no one. You big as hell. And you know you big as hell. Like I say, a person might dress nice, but wearing expensive clothes and designer, that means nothing. Because I don't have to wear no designer. I can wear some plain khakis, a plain shirt from Myers or Walmart with some deck shoes, with my turban and my beads or whatever. And I guarantee you, you stand me next to the big fat dude that's dressed up with all the clothes and the money on, and I guarantee you, the vessel, the plain in shape with my headdress on, I guarantee you, any woman would be like, right there. They ain't looking at your clothes. unless they looking at you as a trick. Unless they looking at you as a trick. You can't be mad at what I'm saying. I'm just telling you what I know. You see? So it's no reason, it's no excuse for none of my brothers, none of my sisters at this stage of our life, if we have no ailments, to be physically out of shape. Because it's so vital today. Why? Because most of our friends and family is dying over things that we choose not to do. Most of our friends and family is dying over foodborne diseases. I just had a cousin in Florida die not too long ago. Why? Because they can't stay away from fried foods. Even when the doctor said, hey, these are foods you need to, stay away from, abstain from, because the way it's prepared, it's just not it won't do too good with the surgery and what we're trying to do. But our mental and that trigger in our head, that negative trigger in our head, like, oh, I want to go eat some fried chickens and all this, and no, you can't digest it, and you eat that shit and die. And then what we do? Oh, we cry. There ain't no reason to cry when you have the tools to say, you know what, I got to stop this. Because if not, this can happen. And we do it anyway. And we die. And then we blame it on God. We blame it on this because we don't do the things that we're supposed to do to prolong our lives. The whole thing is about longevity. Of course you're going to die. People die at certain ages. People die too soon. People die from foodborne diseases. A lot of my friends is dead. Some gun violence, some natural causes. Right now, a lot of my friends gonna die from high blood pressure, kidney failure, diabetes, sugar. That's what a lot of my friends gonna die from. When I was younger, a lot of my friends died from gun violence. My brother, a lot of my cousins. But today, as men, a lot of men are gonna die from high blood pressure, diabetes, sugar, gout. That's what a lot of these middle-aged men gonna die from. And that's why a lot of these men my age have erectile dysfunction. And that's why they upset. Why? Because their stomach big as hell. Family? Just think about this for one little second of what I'm saying. And then look at yourself. Like Michael Jackson, one of my favorite songs, The Man in the Mirror. Take a look at yourself in the mirror and tell me, are you living the best vessel possible? Most men that's honest can say, hell no. Especially if you weigh bigger than what you were in high school. Ask these people why they the shape they are right now. Watch, they drop down a million excuses. Watch, oh, I got a wife, oh, I got kids, oh, I take the kids to school. Man, who the hell cares about that BS? That's weakness. That's an excuse. And if you say you a king and you a this and you deserve this, you ain't even a good vessel. You couldn't lead an army of men. Why? Because you have to sit down. You would be tired. You can't fight. You can't jog 20 miles with your crew and lead them. Why? You would die. Your freaking heart will bust. If we on a road and we got everything we need to give us energy, you would die because people need that sugar. I'm telling you what I know. They will die on the road like carcass, and you will see vultures eating their asses. Because the vultures don't care about pollution. They'll eat all that polluted human carcass up. And that's what's going on with a lot of our brothers and sisters. They won't be able to make the journey. They won't be able to make the journey. Why? Because your temple is depleted. You can't make the journey. You can't make the tarry. Why? Because your lifestyle over the course of these years, it's gonna take you some years to get back right, and most men won't do it. Most men won't start. I'm telling you, it's no disrespect to no one. Look at all these men with these big stupid stomachs, with these big stupid ass ankles, with these raccoon eyes. Why you think they got raccoon eyes and big stupid ankles and big stupid ass guts? Because what they eating and what they drinking, and they overcompensating with clothes. Tell me I'm lying. And most of these men, not no elders that's 80 or going past that, we talk about men in their 40s. Erectile dysfunction. In their 40s, in their 40s, in their 40s, they have ED, erectile dysfunction. Why? I know why. I know why. Because what you eating and what you drinking and what's in your head. It's just a fact. And all these things can be reversed. Just like high blood pressure, just like diabetes. Those things can be reversed. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying that high blood pressure and diabetes can't be reversed. And I tell you, you a liar and ain't no damn truth in you. And I tell you that your doctor or whoever your physician is a goddamn liar. And if they just feed you medicine, yeah, because they have drug vendors. Hell, they getting a kickback. That's why they're not gonna tell you about changing your life, about eating clean and all that. They wanna sell you some medicine because they're getting a kickback. That's what the drug reps for. But you can reverse things how? Mother Nature. Everything I'm doing is Mother Nature. When you see the ancients, it wasn't no so-called weights and all that per se that we got now, but they was in shape. They jogged, they ran, they did physical fitness. They did all those things to stay in a certain shape. Most men won't walk nowhere. Most men won't do no calisthenics, but they'll buy some clothes and their stomach's big as hell, and then they'll be chewing up some diabetic pills. You know? They'll be chewing up some high blood pressure pills and then go drink Diet Cokes. I'm talking to somebody. My people can be mad all they want to. But I'm telling you, I'm trying to help brothers. I'm trying to help my friends and families to get back on that level of what righteousness, to get back on that level of what we're supposed to do. Because most of my friends and family, they about to die. A lot of friends my age, like heart failure. The body is breaking down. It's no disrespect. That's why I be telling a lot of my friends, I don't care how much SHIT you can talk on social media, or you can feel that it's funny. We adults now, we're not in high school. When you look at a person's vessel and their stomach is ginormous and their eyes is dark under here and their ankles is swollen, something is wrong, family. Something is, and I guarantee, and the way you eat, I guarantee you these people still eat fast food. These people still eat McDonald's and burgers. Did you get that Burger King burger? These people still eat this way. That's why their stomachs is big as hell. That's why their ankles swell. And that's why their eyes are dark. Every one of these people that I talk about, I don't care if you so-called light-skinned it, dark-skinned it, European, whatever, the same effects is gonna affect you. And I'm talking to some of my friends right now, and they know it, especially the ones that got those big ass stomachs, especially the ones that still eat fast food every day. I tell a person, if you ate fast food like McDonald's or Burger King for 30 days straight, your ass would probably die. Guaranteed. I know this for a fact. Because it's not food. They be having disclaimers on the wall. It's not food. Everything is artificial. You think a fish sandwich at McDonald's is real? You think a burger is real? There's a whole bunch of stuff glued together. These is facts. Ask anyone with some real sense, and they'll tell you most of our men is gonna die from high blood pressure and diabetes. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. And you can look at your brothers. You can look in their face and see it. And but they'll laugh, they'll joke, they'll kiki, and then you see what they eating and drinking, and see what they work out. They'll talk a good freaking game. Oh, when I was in high school, I used to do this. Oh, I used to do this. I used to do everything to be with these men. They used to. I used to do this. And they overcompensate. Some of these men to be loud mouths. They want to be the loudest one in the room. They'll talk about all the things they used to do. They'll talk about all the women they used to bang. But you fat as hell today, looking like Humpty Dumpty. You got raccoon eyes. Your fingers are swollen. You retaining water in your ankles. And you drink bad, and after you drink bad and eat bad, you say, oh, give me a Diet Coke, and you pop a diabetic pill or a high blood pressure pill, and you think that's okay, and then you do the same thing the next day. What? Drink liquor, smoke black and mild, get high, eat bad, go to sleep, do the same thing the next day. Same thing the next day. Eat bad, eat genetically modified organisms, drink all these sugary drinks with corn starch in it, and then what? Do it again the next day. I'm about to cook all this bad food, boom, 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 then go to sleep. Next day, get up, smoke black and mild, smoke weed, have some drinks, do all that, then boom, do it again the next day. And you overcompensate with talking. These people overcompensate putting the man against the woman. Y'all know these people. Y'all know these people. They're not going to be with us long. And if they are going to be with us long, they will be the ones in the wheelchairs with limbs and shit cut off. Just like on Soul Food. When Big Mama had that dinner, she died from the food, and then the kids still did the shit. The people that we see are now elders going to these diabetic hospitals and all these kidney centers, you know, on dialysis. It's going to be a lot of our friends that y'all going to see them real soon. I already got people like that right now today, but it's going to be a plethora more. And I ain't going to say their names because the level that you're going on now, that's where you're going. That's where you're going. And then who you think gonna take care of you and wash your ass and clean you up while you got that diaper on in that wheelchair in that center? Who? Because you're gonna look back at your life and be like, man, if I would have changed what I eat, if I would have just got with my brother, supported mentally, spiritually, a little finances, I'd be there. Now look at me. Don't do this to yourself. That's why I say you got examples on both sides. You got this example, and then you got the example of the people I'm talking about. Y'all may know them. With these big stupid ass stomachs, and they overcompensating with eating, drinking, and smoking, and they loud as hell. We may know some of them. We may know some of them to be like, oh, I got this education, I'm this and that other, because they overcompensate in that, and their vessel is polluted. I know a lot of people like this. I know a lot of people like their women in top shape, and they fat as hell. I know vice versa, a lot of men in shape, and they women fat as hell. Are you gonna love them the same? That's on you. But I don't expect no woman to love me the same, and I done gave myself up, and they married me, or we went into a union, and I look a certain way, and I'm dedicated. I can't say, oh, babe, we got kids, and this, that, and the other, so I look like Jabba the Hutt, and I'm fat, and I'm out of shape. That's stupid. That's stupid. And that's what I be telling my men. I said, you can talk that shit, excuse my candor, all you want to. A lot of men are mad and upset because nothing is working. And a lot of men have to drink alcohol to get an erection. If you have to drink alcohol and poison to get an erection, something wrong with you. Something is wrong with you. If you don't get up in the morning and drink some water and drink some tea and start getting that blood to circulating and at least start walking, you gonna die soon. And it's no disrespect, it's a pattern. I can look at this pattern. I don't want to bring up people's names. I got friends that's messed up, have to get whole heart surgery, man, been in comas forever. And I tell my other friends, what do y'all think is gonna happen with you if you eating these bad foods? Your heart gonna break down because the weight is too much for your heart. Your body gonna break down. You're gonna start taking high blood pressure, all these pills, high blood pressure, diabetic pills, diabetes pills, all that sugar. You're gonna be shooting that stuff in your arm, insulin and all that. Why? Because the foods and the stuff that you're drinking, you are killing yourself. I'm telling you, I don't care about no job. You can't take your job with you. On your casket ain't gonna say, oh, such and such worked as this, and such and such got a promotion, and such and such drove this type of car, and such and such wore these designer stupid ass fucking clothes. That ain't gonna be on your casket or on your tombstone. Your name, that's it. Your birth date, that's it. Everything that you physically bought on this earth is over. It's over. And a lot of people's life is gonna be cut short. A lot of people scared right now, and I ain't scared. I've been telling people this. I've been telling people this for a long time. I look at a lot of my friends' eat habits and how they eat and how they drink. A lot of my friends never drink water, never drink smoothies or nothing. They eat ice cream. They drink sugary drinks. I know friends that drink 2 or 3 2 liters a day. You're gonna die. I mean, how hard is that for me to say? I ain't say when you're gonna die, but surely you're gonna die. Why? Because you might look decent on the outside, but in the inside, your shit all messed up. And you got addicted to those things. The body has got used to that genetically modified organism. The body has got used to that sugar. So now you addicted to sugar. Now you need it. That's cravings. I'm telling you what I know. Anybody be like, this man telling you the truth. And a lot of that comes from your melanin. That's why I say brothers don't even know what's working inside of them to control what's working outside of them. That's a whole nother thing with me as well. Men, you don't even know your body because you don't come to class. You don't support nothing. So everything that you do is Eurocentric, is westernized. You get diagnosed by someone that's not even in your culture, not telling you the things that you're doing to destroy yourself. What? By what you eat and what you drink. Now, I ain't saying it ain't no use for no doctor when it's something serious going on, but I don't need no doctor for day-to-day life. I'm telling you what I know. I know it's certain foods that you eat to live. I know it's certain things that you have to do to replenish yourself. I heard a goofy ass guru talk about we don't supposed to sweat. I said, oh, so we pigs, you stupid Negro? I'm saying it like that. I'm saying, oh, we don't supposed to drink water. That's the stupidest thing in the world. And half of your body is made of water. So what you gonna drink? I understand about fruits, the different H2, whatever, I get that. But you a damn fool if you don't think we're supposed to drink water, and a lot of fruits have natural water in it. Why are we not supposed to drink water? Tell me why. You can't even answer that. You work out heavy every day, and you need to replenish yourself with hydrogen, H2O. Drink you some. I won't tell you to go drink no stupid ass Gatorade. I won't tell you to go drink none of those no stupid ass energy drinks. I will tell you to drink some water, and if you really need some, I'll tell you to drink some damn Pedialyte. I'm telling you, everything is made to destroy you. You look at everything, it's shelf life. It's not energy source, it's poison. And I'm telling this to all my brothers today. I'm getting ready to get my miles on, go take a shower. I'm gonna come back and give a message, then I gotta go out and do my work. I work for 4 hours a day and I'm done. My 4 hours a day be like a person 8, 12 hours a day. Why? Because I get shit done. And a lot of the work that I've done, I was able to create something that nobody can take away. I've earned a contract. I don't talk about all these things, but I'm in the right shape. I teach kids, I train kids, I show kids how to eat right. This is what they bring me in to do. Physical fitness, to sit down and show kids what real food is. I do, at my complex, it's a senior center. I do senior aerobics. I show them how to eat right, how to prepare meals. I have cookbooks and things. Man, I told y'all, it's gonna blow over a minute. I'm gonna have my own little cooking show, showing our brothers and sisters how to make healthy meals. A lot of shit finna happen because other people like, we'll just put you on. Forget all that, we'll put you on and deal with our community. And I've been telling people, when you do right and you consistent, the right people come around you and nobody can take it away. White people just working a job and white people depleting themselves, you know, we resurrecting ourselves. We going back to what we know. And I'm telling y'all, you must be in good shape, men. And most men are not in good shape. That's why they overcompensate for other things. I ask all men, why are you not in shape? They're gonna come with a million reasons. Oh, I'm married, oh, I got kids. Well, that should be the reason why you in shape. Why? To bring your kids, to bring your family. That's family time. You change everything about them. That's why I take working out so important at the age I am. Because when I was young, this was something that my dad did with us. My dad bought us a gym in our house. He always stressed working out and being smart and being educated. Why? Because you can always do something for yourself. My dad always said, yes, a job is good, but you want your name on things. So learn how to be the boss. Learn how to create. And when you be able to create, nobody can take nothing from you. Wealthy people create. I've created my own web companies, web pages that I sell my books, my regalia. Our temple have a website. We created clothing. I created books. So what I've done is created the energy source. I'm not all going to go to work for someone for 8 to 10 or 12 hours and then come home and sit on my ass and say I'm tired. Then you have no dreams and aspirations and you don't see your name on the buildings like I do. You don't see your name on the building like a lot of these people who work for other people and motivate them to go to work. Yes, you showing people our babies how to work, not to be the ones that people work for. That's what I teach. And the only thing that's gonna teach that is at a young age, knowing business, knowing entrepreneurship, and educating yourself. I tell everyone, forget that stupid stuff people telling you. You better educate yourself in everything that you're doing. Get some form of education. If it's college, if it's some type of skill trade, but whatever you into, educate yourself on it. Educate yourself on it. And you can look at these people and be like, man, stop playing. You can look at these people and say, stop playing. Because we're bigger than the basketball. We're bigger than all those things. And for my men, especially for my Asiatic black men, the way we are today, if you have a big stupid ass stomach and you don't have any mental capacities or you disabled it's something wrong with you. And all the diabetic pills, all the high blood pressure pills, you wasting your time. Hold on 1 second. Whoa, y'all saw that? I almost fell on this little thing right here. Hold on, let me get something. I'll be right back. Yeah, I'm good. I'm almost done now. Something fell, I gotta clean it off, but it's all good. It's all good. Yep, but yeah, man, I done did my hour. Got my sweat on. Like I said, we're gonna do our little power lifting. But I encourage all my brothers and sisters, check us out. Come to class. Come work out with us. We work out Saturday and Sunday, live on our Temple and School page. Through the week, we work out in the evenings. You know, we have everything for the community. But like I tell my brothers, especially my brothers, I love all my friends I went to school with. But a lot of us are going our separate ways. A lot of things we do different. And for me, I'm just at the level where I don't care about having fun no more. I don't care about being a consumer, going places, spending our money, and then I look at it and I have my organization that's tax exempt for the federal government, and all my friends and family want to do is just spend money on niggertainment instead of balancing it and seeing something and using our funds and our time to build our temple and our school, something that no one can take from us. With the dollars that we get at Uncle Sam, with our taxes, we can divert it to our religious and charitable contribution of our choice. That's what I bring. That's what I bring. And so I'm just being honest with a lot of my friends and family. That's why I don't come around. Because I don't want to come around nobody talking about nobody relationships. I don't care about none of that. We have something in the family that we can do, and we choose not to do it. And so that family, don't y'all know, us as a family, when we plant our flag, when we have our first brick and mortar, our temple and school, that's our family. That's an accomplishment. That's a family goal. That's something that a lot of families haven't done. We are vanguards, and we use the money that we give in Uncle Sam. We have a culture. You see brothers' life change, and I'm telling my friends, and a lot of my family, a lot of us are not gonna be here. Why? Because a lot of us are gonna die from food-borne diseases. A lot of our uncles and aunties and parents and even cousins and friends and fathers and husbands and wives right now taking diabetic pills, high blood pressure pills, as they going out eating some of the worst stuff that they may think is food. I'm telling y'all, I noticed firsthand, we as a people, a misnomer black people, we would eat ourselves to death and then go buy some clothes and then be wilding and talk about, oh, I'm a diabetic, and be walking around with all that oxygen and all that. It's a reason why, because you're eating and drinking yourself to death. Why you got a 2-liter? Why you say, oh, stop me at McDonald's or stop me at Burger King? Why you never drink water? This is a setup. This is a setup. Just like when I talk about insurance and all these things, I say, dude, everything is a setup. Everything they put in the stores, even milk, all this stuff, it's not food. And I try to give you a different relationship with the foods that you eat and the things that you drink. When I try to show you how to eat to live, it's so important. When I say we under a kasher diet, our brothers and sisters would kill themselves daily. It's just like, I'll give an analogy of cigarettes. I know people smoke cigarettes, but I don't tell nobody what's bad. Marijuana, this, now, and the other, whatever. But cigarettes, everything that's in cigarettes, man, cigarettes has acetate in them. Do you know what acetate is? I used to work at this company where we used to have these press machines, and we used to make all the labels for new cars. And what I did, I brought all the chemicals to the machines. When they break down, I fill them up. And so when you have a chemical spill, it's a chemical called acetate, A-C-T-A-T-E. T-A-T-E. I might have spelled it wrong, but anyway, when any chemical spill, if they spill something out their machine, I have to stop the whole big chemical spill, boom, boom, boom. I come with the acetate, clean it up. Before the night over, I have to clean up all the chemical spills on the floor with this certain chemical. That same chemical is in cigarettes. That same chemical is in cigarettes. Hell, sugar is in cigarettes. What you mean, Sheik? Research what I'm saying. Take a little time to research what I'm saying, and then you will see. Sugar is in cigarettes. Fact check me. I bet you'll be like, yep, he's telling the truth. Just like sugar is in all the condiments that your grandma and them love, your dad and them love. That's diabetes. When they drink coffee and they put that fake ass sugar, that Splenda in it. Waste. All kill. If you like coffee, drink it like it is. That's why I tell people the coffee beans is good, but when you put everything in it, now you're destroying it. Because you put things in it because you want it to be sweet. What you want to taste? The sugar. You know I'm lying. You know I'm telling the truth. You put all the whipped cream, you put all this, the extra, blah, blah, blah. So what? Because you're making it sweet. You are addicted to the sugar. You don't like coffee, because if you like coffee, you just get the coffee beans and you drink a little shot of a little coffee for what it needs to do. You drink tea, you put all your herbs in the tea. Bam. I mean, anybody that's my age and younger that got a big stomach, you killing yourself. Man and woman. And now I'm talking to my homies that's my age and younger, especially my age. If you got a big stomach and your ankle swole and you got raccoon eyes, yes, you killing yourself. And I know you eating bad while talking shit. But that's what we do. We overcompensate. We overcompensate. We talk about what we used to be. You're not that anymore. The vessel that you are is polluted. We have to be honest. We have to talk about a clean glass and a dirty glass. So if you my homeboy and your stomach big as hell and you got dark eyes and your ankles big as hell and your fingers fat as hell and you eat bad every day, what can you tell me? Especially about living and about dedication. What can you tell me today? What I can tell you, matter of factually, is your body getting ready to break down soon and you will be in the hospital for high blood pressure, for diabetes. They're gonna tell you something's gonna have to change. I guarantee you. Why? Because your heart is working too hard. Your heart, your extremities, your kidneys is working too hard. It's just like I tell people with kidney failure. What can I say? And everything that I talk about, it works. Any holistic doctor will be like, yes, this man is telling you the truth. I love Dr. Sebi, whatever you want to call it, but I have the source. Herbology for home study. Then I got all other sources where I'm telling you, I'm getting ready to be 48. I do the same thing I do when I was in high school. I don't try to do it, but I still do some of the same workouts. I still live a certain way. And I choose my time. I don't let nobody choose time for me to say, oh, I gotta go punch this clock because I'm living over my means. I've saved enough, I do enough. I got different things coming in at certain times to where I can live a comfortable life and take care of me. Now I'm trying to build our temple and bring everything collectively in our community. The same way every God man have done in every dispensation. To show you that we are healthy vessels. The fruit of Islam, the Nation of Islam, shouldn't be the only group of brothers that's in good physical shape, that's in good physical defense. The BBT, the movement of Allah, this is what I provide. This is what I provide in real time. And everybody know it. And everybody know it. So, yeah, I got a couple more minutes. So that's what I try to share with my friends. That's what I try to share with all my homies. It's like, dude, I don't want to hear nothing you talk about. Because to me, it's meaningless. Just being honest, to me, it's nothing special about a lot of people when you out of shape. Because when you look in the mirror, you know you out of shape. And I don't care what no man say. You cannot, see, a lot of men used to talk about how women used to take a picture to the side to try to hide that stomach. A lot of men do that now because their stomach's big as hell. A lot of men do it. You look at them right now, they want to talk shit about women or try to say women ain't nothing. But they do that because they're trying to take the attention off they raggedy, dusty, raccoon, big ass stomach, big ass ankles, fat ass fingers, and they have the audacity to talk about women. I'd be like, man, if I was a woman, I'd be blazing these dudes so much. That got the audacity to speak on women. To say, oh, these women ain't nothing. Well, puh. And then I'll say, what gives you the right to talk about a woman and you're not even in the best shape? See, the people that always talking shit about people be the ones that's not in shape. If you ever notice that, or don't have everything going on how they want to. Those be the people that always got something to say about women or anything. What? The men that ain't in shape. Especially if a man is always dogging a woman, look at him. It's gonna be something that's messed up about them. They're gonna be fat as hell, every last one of them. Or they're gonna be out of shape, every last one of them. Every last one. Because they're trying to take the attention off themselves. And I don't give a damn because you make money, or I'm getting money, so my stomach get big. That's some of the stupidest shit ever. Anybody that get money, you take care of yourself because you have the money to eat right, live right, everything. But then these dumb street Negroes and these women, oh, I got a baller. You got a Negro that's drinking lean, that's eating fast food every day, that's getting ready to die. Because any man, real man with a mental that's getting some real money, he's gonna be in the best shape of his life. Why? Because he's gonna eat the best foods. He's gonna work out, he's gonna get rest, he's gonna have a gym, he's gonna bring all his family together. I'll be telling y'all think rich and successful is some stupid ass paper. Y'all think rich and successful is a nigga playing basketball or coaching some pro stuff. That's what we think success is. That ain't nothing but a job. Success is the lives you change, so that's real success. Success is being something we are. Because what if it wasn't no sports? What if it wasn't no sports? Negroes would be screwed. Nobody, kids would be like, oh, my kid finna go to college to play some stupid ass basketball. What if there's no sports? Then what would your kid be? Most of these people, kids would be dumb as hell and in special ed classes because it ain't nothing else about them that's special but dribbling a goddamn basketball or throwing a goddamn football. That's it. Nothing else is special about that. In the ancient days, you would be in the pantheon fighting a stupid lion. Not changing the world. And most of these people that have some money, especially the ones that I know from my city of Flint that went pro, no disrespect, I say it to this in their face. They ain't did shit for the city. Our city raggedy as hell. None of these basketball players or ex-football players, they don't own no gym. They don't own no houses. They don't own no community centers nowhere in our city. So if that's the case, I'm gonna be the first one to do it at our temple and school, guaranteed. Guaranteed. This is what I be telling people. It's like, man, we put a big, how can I say? We act like athletics is the only thing that our children can do. And when I talk about longevity, I'm talking about longevity for these athletes. Most of these people that you may know that went pro, especially from our city, they don't have that bag no more. They might got their retirement pension, but that's it. They don't have no whole bunch of millions. Why? Because if they did, they'd be doing something with their money instead of just living riding around in the city. This is what I'm telling us, is something have to change with us men and what we doing in our communities. And I'm telling you, these podcasts that I'm seeing with a lot of people, and I don't care if none of my friends, I don't care how none of my friends feel. If you think I'm talking about you, so fucking what? I'm so tired of these podcasts where men having, and they putting the men against the women. Like Kevin Samuels, I didn't really like that. That was tasteless to me because we always put on the internet us going against each other. Always. You don't see Europeans doing that. You don't see no other group of people doing that but us. We take the lowest part of us and broadcast that shit on the internet and the world and say that's us. And say that's us. This is what I'm saying. Where we got people that's not even in unions. You got a person that's called himself marriage this or whatever that, and these people don't even be in unions. Their whole thing is to bash women because they've been hurt, or they may have hurt women, and that's your whole claim to fame, is to bash women and to say you high value or this and that and the other based off a dollar amount. And I hear a lot of men that's fucked up in the head, excuse my candor, talk about they a high value man because they make 60,000 or more. So that don't make you no high value man of the dollar amount you make. That's some stupid shit. If that's the case, a woman can say she a high value woman. Why? Because the amount of money she make. What are we talking about? Do you see the goddamn hypocrisy and that stupid ass shit that these men be saying? Well, I'm a high value man because I make 60,000. Well, she a high value woman because she makes 60,000. Now what? Talk about some high value. That's some stupid shit. I'm a man of the creator. I don't even believe in these stupid ass man-made things, a high value man. And I remember be watching that shit getting polluted and go home with that stupid ass energy and then try to bring that stupid ass energy in their relationships, and you taking your special relationship, listening to a person, and you bring all that calamity in your home. Women do that too, watching all those stupid ass love and hip hops and think that shit reality. It goes, the pendulum swing the same way. But I'm talking to my men today. I'm talking to my brothers that we get all this negative energy from these podcasts, from all these people, and none of these people in unions. You'll say, well, do you got an empress at home? Nope. Well, why are you trying to give me advice? Well, listen to the message. I'm not listening to the message. I'm not listening to nobody that's putting the man and a woman against each other, and they look just like you. Ask these stupid Negroes, did you have a mom? Did you have a dad? Why are we talking about that? We should be telling our brothers and sisters to find true love. You know, well, it ain't no such thing as love. Yes, it is. Love is an action word, you idiot. And we got in our unions for family. We came in a union for family to build things. I'm telling you. And the first thing, we were in great shape. In great shape. So if we had to go and tarry for miles and go kill the animals, we could come bring it back, and a woman can prepare it and make it food. Most of these men can't even go out and tarry for miles and to be out all day hunting to come back. They won't make it. They'll die in the wilderness. And if all you got is water and a couple grains and a couple eucalyptus leaves and a couple mint leaves to give you the energy to go out and prepare the meal, most men will die. And you know it, and I know it. And this is what I'm telling my brothers. The reason why a lot of men act how they are, because they out of shape and they have ED, which is erectile dysfunction, and they have to drink alcohol or poisons to get an erection, and they mad. While a lot of their wives is getting in shape. I'm telling people why these men is overcompensating, always going out, trying to live their second childhood, always gone, always out, always on the go. I'm telling you, things change. Because the man get older, the more you out of shape, the older you're gonna look. I'm telling you, the older you are and the more out of shape you are, the older and the depressed that you're gonna look. Because all your clothes are gonna fit the same freaking way. Your jeans gonna fit the same. When you put on a suit, you're gonna have to overcompensate for your jacket. Your waist might be a certain size, the way you wear your pants. If you got this big stupid ass gut, it's two ways you wear your pants. Under your stupid ass gut, or you lifting it up, and you might wear suspenders. Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying, you know? So your jacket gonna be a different size, because suits, if you wear a size 38, your jacket would be a 44. All suits, the jacket is 6 sizes up. Most of these men that's out of proportion, you can't get a suit because your body ain't right. You're gonna have to do so much alterations to your suit to get it to fit right because you're out of proportion. It's just like bodybuilders that's top heavy with a little waist. You can't get a suit neither. You have to get everything made, or you get suit separates, because your top might be a 50 something and your waist might be a damn 32. You see what I'm saying? The out of proportionness. So it worked both ways. And so a man that's out of shape, all your clothes gonna fit a certain way. Why? Because you gotta buy everything big. And that's not the natural you. Even the shoes that you wear, your feet are carrying weight. So as you lose weight and things, you might be like, damn, how my shoe size go down? I'm telling these brothers this. They don't understand what I'm telling them. You retaining water all day, and in your stomach, in your gut, especially my brothers that got these big ass stomachs that look like Humpty Dumpty. You killing yourself. And it's all with your water that's not flowing. That's all blood. I'm telling you, anybody, I don't care who you are, my friend, family, if you got a big ass gut, you polluted. And I'm telling you, I can help you reverse that. But brothers don't want to be accountable. Brothers don't even want somebody that can really help them. Well, this is what they say. Oh, I'll go to the gym. You go to the gym and walk on a treadmill like I'm walking right now. I'm just walking to get my heart rate up. I'm gonna make you move. I do cardio. I do extracurricular, well, not extracurricular, but circuit training. Cardiovascular movement. Everything I'm doing, I'm having you move with weights, everything. Because anybody can get on a treadmill and do this, which is good, but this is just a warm up. This is just for me to get you sweating. Once you get the sweating, boom, bam, we down there doing our circuit training with the weights. Bam, then we do a little heavy lifting. Bam, then we do stretch and meditation, and you done. And we do it every day. And then I tell you to eat the right foods, drink the right liquids, and definitely get the right sleep. And with that being said, man, I gotta get out of here. Got to get cleaned up. I'll be seeing y'all. I got to look at I think it's 9 o'clock because we're supposed to be having study. And then later on today at 4 p.m., it might be 5, we'll have our evening teaching. So I'll see everybody in a minute. What time is it? Let me see. I'll see everybody in a minute. Let me see what time we got. It's almost 8 o'clock. So I'll see everybody around 8, 9, maybe 9:30, maybe 9-ish. No, it's 8 o'clock. I'll probably say 10. Yeah. Because I got to send a couple emails out to some students. I got to do a couple other things. I also have a prayer line that a lot of people I deal with, I do a lot of prayer and meditating with them. I have a lot of friends that I do biblical studies with. And so I just want to send in the biblical study lesson, and maybe I'll share it with you guys as well before I do the morning teaching. But with that being said, man, your health is your wealth. Mind, body, and spirit must agree as one. I'm right here to assist you. I've written manuals to show you how to work out, show you how to make a lot of my smoothies. I've written manuals to show you how to eat right, all these things. And with the science, I've gathered and compiled the wisdom. So it's nothing hidden from us. We just not introduced to the wisdom. And I'm introducing you to the wisdom right here because I'm the source. You don't have to spend a whole bunch of money on no books. You don't have to spend a whole bunch. I'll give you all this last one as I leave. You might have heard me say this before. Somebody hit me up about this brother, and y'all might know his name. He sells some stuff called Apple of Eve. And so I'm looking it up. This brother talk about all how men should pay for women and all that. I ain't in all that shit. That's the reverse of the Kevin Samuels. I be knowing these dudes' motto. It's like they not even wise enough. These people sit down, come with a scam and throw it out there. Of course you're gonna get certain people to believe in that. Especially when you're dealing with women. All the women gonna believe that shit. But what were you doing before that? All these people try to reinvent themselves like some gurus. But tell these gurus to take their shirt off and see do they work out. Tell all these gurus, and I know I'm older than all these gurus. I'm getting ready to be 48 in January. They talk all this herb stuff, but don't talk about working out and all that. Tell them to take their shirt off. And they're younger than me. So I guess the brother sell his own concoction, which is this stuff called Apple of Eve. And I think it's sold on Amazon. And so a brother, one of my followers hit me up, and he sent me all this stuff, a long ass. I said, oh shit, what is this? And I saw it, I think the brother sell it for like 150. But then the brother was like, Sheik, I heard you talking about herbology for home study and all these different concoctions and stuff that I show people how to do. And he was like, well, I bought this stuff from this brother, it was $150. And he was like complaining. And he said, it's gone now and I gotta buy another one for $150. I said, okay, well that's on you. You go other places and you buy food and you buy clothes, you buy marijuana, you buy this. You don't complain about the price? Nope. I said, okay, me as a map and a guide, me as the source. That means you coming to me for information. You just bought something for $150, but you know I'm the source. You know I can show you how to make your own, and a person won't even, a workman is due is higher. You bought something for $150, but you can come to the source, and the source can show you how to make it. You should donate $150 to the source, because you bought a bottle, and it's gone, and you're gonna have to buy another bottle for $150. You should be like, man, let me get with this teacher, get this teacher a donation, you know, for his time. This teacher can give me a taxes and receipt, and the teacher can show me how to make my own. Because you might not like the fruit that this individual is using to make his so-called apple of Eve, but the herbs and everything you can use, and I can show you how to do that. Everybody know, and I say, is it ingredients? They're like, damn, what you mean? I said, come on now, stop playing with me. Anything that's natural will have ingredients. Oh, I think so. Okay then. So if it's ingredients and you're dealing with me, a source that's a herbalist that have all the herbs, and I can make you a concoction. Oh, I don't even have to make you no concoction. I can say, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this, take this. What fruit you like? You know what I mean? That'll give you the good taste. I can say, take this, and this is your special apple of Eve. Right there. Now you can buy all those herbs from wherever you want. But I'm a source. I have them by the bulk. I have all these herbs. I have my wholesale and purchaser's license. So in my storage, I got shit, big bins of shit. I got big metal drums of stuff. I'm gonna start showing people all my, no I'm not, but I'm just saying I have access to this stuff. So when a person complaining and talking about this, if a source can say, okay, we don't have to complain. How? Because a source can show you how to what? Food prep. A source can say, okay, you take this, you take this, you take this, you take this. What fruits you like? What vegetables you like? Okay, boom, take this, boom, boom, boom. This is your specific apple and Eve. Because I'll just give an analogy. Say if the apple and Eve that this individual sell, say it's a fruit that you don't like. Say it's, I'll just give an analogy. Say if it's cranberry and apples in it. And cranberries and apples don't go good with you. And I say, okay, well, we substitute it with this and this, with the same herbs. You might not call it apple or Eve as this person title, but it's gonna give you the same benefits as what somebody's selling you for 150. That's why I don't get caught up in what nobody's selling. I'm the source. I know where people get this shit from. And if they talk to me, they'll be like, well, you're right. I know I'm right. I don't have to sell my people nothing like that. I wouldn't want to with other things that I want to do with my people. How? Build our infrastructure, build our library, get a tax exempt receipt. Once we are part of that and we students and we members, all that extra comes with being a member and being a student. All that extra stuff that's byproducts of our culture and what I provide in our culture and our temple and school, you're gonna get all that. You don't have to buy no bottle unless you wanna just buy some things. You'll be able to come to the temple and school and get all your herbs. We'll ship them to you in the mail and you make your own concoction. Everything that I show you, we'll go live on Zoom with each other one-on-one. I'll send you the ingredients, I'll send you how to do it, and you will be like, boom, this man showed me how to make my own. Now I can heal myself. Now you can heal someone else. And now you deal with the source. You can say, man, this man ain't trying to sell me no $150 bottle or something. How long the bottle gonna last? Some people drink it up in a couple weeks. So I don't want to sell you another $150 bottle or something. I don't want to do that. I'd rather you deal with me in another fashion and be a life student and then become a member and all that stuff that you will get. All that stuff will come. All that stuff will come with what? Being part of this body. I don't want people that just out rogues and deal with me sporadic. I'm building a community, and in that community, you get all this. You'll be able to come to the temple. You'll be able to come to the school because you're a member or a student. You're already supporting it, so you're already going to get it. Now you can come and pay homage if you're paying for a specific thing, but everything dealing with me is the donation. Because I operate like that, I ask for a donation. That's how I'm operating. I'm tax exempt for the federal government, religious, charitable, scientific, education-wise. So I have something for our community. That's why I ask for donations. I don't charge nobody nothing. If I charge, most people couldn't afford it. And so I'm telling people to be a part of our spiritual and religious community and our national community, which is our lawful right. All that stuff come with the community. You don't have to buy no $150 bottle of a liter or something and then drink it up and I sell you another $150 bottle. I'm gonna show you how to make it yourself. You're gonna give me an offering for my time. I'm gonna show you how to make it yourself. Now the thing is, you can buy all your herb from me and you can make it yourself. But if you wanted me to make the concoction, I wouldn't even sell it to you for that price. It would hurt me that much because I know it ain't worth no 150 for me to do that, especially if it'll help you. I would want to help you one time and show you how to make it yourself. And you give me a donation for my time and donate to the temple and school. I would rather show you how to make it yourself. And then if you want to support me, I'll say you can get the herbs from me. But if you want me to mix it and do it all that for you, then I will, but it's going to cost. But I'm showing you that you can do it yourself. I'm a source. I always show you can do it yourself. But if you want me to do it, it costs. That's where I gave you options. I'm not eliminating your option. I'm giving you an option to learn how to do it yourself. I am the manual. You're dealing with the herbology for home study, right in your face. The same guy that Dr. Sebi got the science from, the Honduras doctor, I have all the manuals. I'm telling you, flat out, it ain't nothing that no guru that you see on TikTok or on the internet is gonna have. I'm telling you, it's meaningless. And tell them to take their shirt off. If they talk about them herbs, they in the great shape. Yeah, you might have lost weight, but you're not in shape. You might have lost weight, but if you don't have no muscle form or nothing, and I'm damn near old enough to be your daddy, it's something you're doing wrong. It's just what it is. And a lot of stuff is not even true. I'm telling y'all, man. So I hope I touched somebody this morning and said something that's meaningful to you. But once again, your health is your wealth, and everything that you need, I have it in our community. And all you have to do is be a student. And when you understand that you are a student and you court it right and you want to go to the next level, then you become a member. And when you become a member, everything in the community you get. The donations that we give as students, as members, is tax exempt for the federal government. I give you a tax exempt receipt. And that's how we build our brick and mortar again in our city of Flint and St. Louis. Then I'll build one in every area where my moofti's at. It's gonna happen. And everything in the culture, in the community, I can provide it. You don't have to go outside of nowhere for no herbs, for no healing, or for me to say, take this, and blend this, and get this. I teach y'all this all day. All the herb books I share. Every herb book, everything from before we was born, from the early ancient times to modern times, from herbology for home study, from the herb book that everybody been showing on TikTok, how to take these herbs to cure. I have it all. And I share it with y'all. So we don't get caught up with nobody trying to have something, using these books and say they made this concoction and name it something else and throw it back in your face and sell it for $150 a bottle. I'm right here as a source to show you how to make your own. I tell everybody, just give Sheik a donation for his time. But if you want me to bottle it up, I can. I could have had my own mufti, Maso, that do all the herbs for us. We have our company called Herbs of Mayat. We sell all different type of teas that'll cure you. We could have been did something like that. Somebody already asked me, like, Sheik, why don't you and your muftis sell y'all's? And I said, you know what? Maybe we will. Maybe we will. So with that being said, I love y'all and peace.